Hello, everybody, and welcome to the last episode of Flutter Widgets Explained series. In all previous episodes, we explained individual widgets. In this final episode, we will explain Scaffold, which is not a small widget, but it defines the structure of an entire screen. If Flutter screens had a skeleton, it could be Scaffold. So, what is Scaffold? Scaffold is a layout widget provided by Material Design. It provides the basic visual structure of a screen. Most Flutter screens are built using Scaffold. As you see, this creates a screen with a body and an application bar. Nothing else yet. And why Scaffold in general exists? Because solves a big problem. It gives us predefined areas for common UI elements. These areas include application bar, body, floating action button, drawer, and bottom navigation bar. All of these work together automatically. Of course, there are more than those, but these are the most common in every Flutter application. Let's talk now about AppBar, which appears at the top of the screen. It usually contains like a title, actions, like for example, let's say an icon button, which does nothing. We don't need to do anything. And as an icon, it has an icon widget. Let's say icons.settings. Oops, here we need a text, of course. It's not okay. And of course, navigation controls. But we will keep the body for now like this. Let's run this. You will see that the Apple bar integrates automatically with the scaffold. Of course, you can add your customized Apple bar. Here I add the Apple bar of the Flutter, but you can make your own widget and add it inside here. Of course, this widget has to be an Apple bar widget. As you can see, we have our settings button and a title. Now let's talk about body. Body is the main content area. This is where your UI lives. It can contain any type of widget like column, row, list view, grid view, or custom layouts. Then we have the floating action button, which floats above the content, and it is used for primary actions. So let's add one which does nothing, and as a child it has an icon. Now if I run this, you will see our floating button. Again, you can create your own float action button widget, and instead of this one, you can add your own, which will take its own parameters like color or child or anything. And it basically it's a better approach because if you are creating an application, then you need consistency. So in order to have consistency, it's better to create your own custom floating button widget. And also we have Drawer, which provides a side navigation panel and it slides from the side. So for example, as a drawer, I will add a drawer widget, which as a side will have a list view, which children are going to be the drawer header with a text as a child will say menu, and then list tile text, it will say like item 1 and it's on top, will do nothing. Now if I run this is our drawer. Of course, you can add, if there was an on top here, probably could be something like a navigator that would lead to, I don't know, maybe the setting screen or something like that. So if it was settings for here, here would be navigator that would leading to the setting screen. Now let's see the bottom navigation bar. Bottom navigation bar is used for top level navigation. It sits at the bottom of the screen. So let's write bottom navigation bar. Now we have to add items on it. Let's say that for items, we have a bottom navigation bar item. As you see, this is very convenient because most of these widgets already have widgets for children. It could be an icon, icons home with a label home. Then oops, we will add one more item, which is going to be settings with a label settings. And now if we run this, you see the navigation bar here. So if you had an application with not many screens, for example, like 4 screens or something like that, you could add all of them down here so the user could easily navigate to each one of them. So in general, Scaffold manages layout automatically. It handles safe areas, keyboard resets, and layout positioning. Sorry. So this concludes the Flutter widgets explained playlist. If you followed all episodes, you can now understand layout, spacing, scrolling, interaction, and screen structure. And this knowledge transfers to every Flutter application. Until next time, see you!